Welcome to the Mind Shelf. Are you ready to see the world through fresh eyes and embrace new possibilities? Today, we bring you Unlock a New Perspective on Life with these words. Discover profound quotes designed to shift your viewpoint, broaden your understanding, and inspire a more fulfilling existence. Let's transform how you see life together. 1. Work like you don't need the money. Love like you've never been hurt. And dance like nobody's watching. This quote reminds us that to live fully, you should engage in your work with passion, embrace love despite past pain, and express yourself freely without self-consciousness. It encourages a life lived with complete abandon and genuine joy. 2. The job of the artist is to make a gesture and really show people what their potential is. It's not about the object, and it's not about the image. It's about the viewer. That's where the art happens. Here's what that really means. Art's true purpose is to reveal the audience's own potential and inner capabilities rather than merely focusing on the artwork itself. The creative act inspires and transforms the observer. 3. Unhappiness is not knowing what we want and killing ourselves to get it. This quote reminds us that a profound source of dissatisfaction comes from striving intensely for ill-defined goals. Lacking clarity about your true desires leads to wasted effort and misery. 4. It was character that got us out of bed, commitment that moved us into action, and discipline that enabled us to follow through. Here's what that really means. Achieving goals relies on a sequence of internal qualities. Integrity provides the initial drive, dedication fuels the effort, and self-control ensures completion. 5. You can have anything you want if you want it badly enough. You can be anything you want to be, do anything you set out to accomplish if you hold to that desire with singleness of purpose. This quote reminds us that unwavering desire and singular focus on a goal are powerful forces that enable you to achieve virtually anything you set your mind to. Intense determination unlocks potential. 6. A goal is a dream with a deadline. This quote reminds us that an aspiration transforms into a concrete objective when it's anchored by a specific timeline. Deadlines provide structure and urgency to dreams. 7. When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. Here's what that really means. When external circumstances are beyond our control, the only remaining path to progress and growth is to adapt our own perspective, attitude, or approach. Personal transformation is the solution. 8. Expect your every need to be met. Expect the answer to every problem. Expect abundance on every level. This quote reminds us that cultivating a mindset of unwavering expectation for positive outcomes, solutions, and abundance can powerfully influence your reality. Belief shapes experience. 9. My great concern is not whether you have failed, but whether you are content with your failure. Here's what that really means. The critical issue is not experiencing setbacks, but the dangerous complacency of accepting them. True concern is whether you are willing to learn and grow from your mistakes. 10. Each party should gain from the negotiation. This quote reminds us that successful and sustainable negotiations lead to mutually beneficial outcomes, where all involved parties experience some form of positive gain. Collaboration leads to shared success. 11. We go forward with our heads held high, but look back and remember where we come from. Here's what that really means. While pursuing future goals with confidence, it's important to remain grounded by remembering your origins and past experiences. Progress should be balanced with humility and awareness of your roots. 12. We must be willing to get rid of the life we've planned so as to have the life that is waiting for us. The old skin has to be shed before the new one can come. This quote reminds us that to embrace a more fulfilling, unexpected future,
You must be willing to release your preconceived plans. Just as a snake sheds its skin, transformation requires letting go of the familiar. 13. True power and true happiness are when you use your success to make others around you feel even more significant. Here's what that really means. Genuine strength and joy come from leveraging your achievements to uplift and empower those around you, making them feel valued and important. Selfless leadership creates mutual elevation. 14. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is the absence of self. This quote reminds us that true bravery is not the lack of fear, but the willingness to act despite it by moving beyond self-concern. Courage involves prioritizing a greater purpose over personal apprehension.
15. Have confidence in who you are and don't be afraid to go for what you really want in life. Here's what that really means. Trust in your authentic self and boldly pursue your deepest desires without hesitation or fear of judgment. Self-belief empowers you to chase your true aspirations. 16. Those who look outside dream. Those who look inside awaken. This quote reminds us that focusing on external circumstances often leads to mere wishful thinking, while introspection and self-awareness lead to genuine enlightenment and understanding. Inner work brings true realization. 17. The more seriously you take your growth, the more seriously your people will take you. Here's what that really means. Your commitment to personal development and continuous improvement directly influences the respect and seriousness with which others perceive you. Lead by example in your own growth. 18. There are questions I'm still not wise enough to answer, just wise enough to no longer ask. This quote reminds us that true wisdom involves recognizing the limits of one's knowledge and understanding that some inquiries are either unanswerable or unproductive to pursue. It's about discerning what questions are worth asking.
19. The best thing a human being can do is to help another human being know more. Here's what that really means. The highest form of contribution one can make is to facilitate the learning and intellectual growth of others. Imparting knowledge is a supreme act. 20. Light belongs to the heart and spirit. Light attracts people, it shows the way, and when we see it in the distance, we follow it. This quote reminds us that inner virtues like kindness and hope, light, emanate from one's true self. These qualities naturally draw others, inspire direction, and serve as a guiding force that people instinctively follow. 21. The most splendid achievement of all is the constant striving to surpass yourself and to be worthy of your own approval. Here's what that really means. The ultimate accomplishment is continuous self-improvement and living up to your own highest standards and values. Seeking inner validation above all else, self-mastery and self-approval are paramount. 22. Though the road's been rocky, it sure feels good to me. This quote reminds us that, despite encountering difficulties and challenges, the journey itself can still be satisfying and fulfilling. It reflects a positive and resilient attitude towards life's hardships. 23. Self-restraint in speech, food, entertainment, and vanity are the most essential fundamental of spiritual growth. Here's what that really means. Disciplining your communication, diet, leisure activities, and ego are foundational practices for fostering profound spiritual development. Moderation in these areas is crucial for inner progress. 24. Believe in yourself and all that you are. Know that there is something inside you that is greater than any obstacle. This quote reminds us that cultivate unwavering self-belief and recognize your inherent inner strength, which is capable of overcoming any challenge you may face. Your potential is limitless. 25. A lot of people are afraid to say what they want. That's why they don't get what they want. Here's what that really means. Fear of expressing desires is a common barrier to achievement. Being clear and vocal about your goals is a crucial step towards attaining them. As we conclude this journey through transformative wisdom, remember that a new perspective can unlock endless opportunities and profound joy. Let these powerful quotes encourage you to challenge old beliefs, embrace growth, and continuously seek a richer understanding of life. If these words helped shift your perspective, please like this video, share it with someone seeking new insights, and subscribe to the Mind Shelf for more empowering content. Unlock your world, one thought at a time.